Hello and welcome to the podcast from Stress to Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Lolita Guarin, and this is another episode of this amazing podcast, and it's 251st episode. And I'm talking about time management, the productivity, and all of those great things that, make your New Year's resolutions into amazing plans and success. And here is another thing that a lot of people do wrong that has to do with time management and allocating that energy for those new goals that you need to achieve. So, it's all about that you make wrong priorities. Priorities, like you do the wrong things to begin with. I hope you already have a to do list. I hope you have all of that amazing to do list that you know you need to do and achieve your goals. But what happens if you have a way too long of a to do list? I really like from Brian Tracy when he said you look at your to do list and you identify which ones are the priorities, like you really need to do them today. And then you say, okay, that's letter A. And then what can wait for later? That's letter B. Or you can assign the different colors as well for you to help you when you look at your to-do list, you know exactly what you need to do. So it's really important for you to know and start your day with knowing how your day is going to look like. Why? Because when you know what to expect, you relax. The unknown, that's what worries us a lot. So even if you make your to-do list from a night before, which I recommend, or let's say you finish your work day and you write a whole list of things that you're going to pick up the next morning. It's also great. You can put the sticky or whatever, and you say, okay, this is where I left off. That's what I'm going to pick up, or here are the whatever things I need to do tomorrow. And then you identify what's the number one thing that you need to do. Well, at least do three that are very important. If you realize that there are a lot of things on that list that really needs to be done today, and you kind of think how much time it's going to take you to do it. If you see that you're running out of time, you need to ask somebody for help. Better yet, do not just run out of time and just drop, whatever on somebody else and say, oh my gosh, we need to submit this report in 1 hour and I'm not going to make it. So yeah, you do it. That's just not nice, obviously. And the same goes for anything that has to do with your household. It's like no way that you're going to call your best friend 15 minutes until, the kid's out of school and say, hey, I'm not going to be there. Can you pick up my kid? That makes no sense either. So when you realize that you need to ask other people for help, give them plenty of time. So then they can rearrange their time as well. Okay, that was just a little side note, right? So when you already identified what you need to do on that list that needs to be done today, you start doing that right away. And do only those specific things that need to be done today. Because if you will go and do something else, that's just going to eat up that time that could, be focused on that specific goal. So prioritizing and identifying what are the true emergencies for that day needs to be done, what true goals need to be worked on, it's very, very important because that's how you will know where you're putting your time and your energy. Okay. Then, which is, a second tip of mine, I love that one. You need to do the first thing in the morning, the task that you are afraid to do. And it's called Eat That Frog. The whole book is written about that by, yes, guessed it right, by Brian Tracy. It looks like the whole episode today is a Brian Tracy experience. I highly recommend to check out his books and such. I'm not an affiliate by any means, but he helped me a lot with especially time management. So ask yourself, what's that you don't want to do today? Like it really needs to be done today, but you kind of afraid that maybe you will get an answer no, or maybe you will have no time, maybe something is just not going to happen. Do that first. Because what happens when you postponing it, it's you just afraid and you're just dreading it. The whole day you are accumulating that negative energy that should not even be there. So when you do this thing right in the morning, guess what? you already don't have to worry about for the rest of the day. This means you're not afraid, you're not stressing out, meaning you're not burning that energy, and you will be less burnout by the end of the day. And more than that, it's like a bonus. Because you did that, you will trust yourself more. You will trust yourself more. You have more confidence. And you know what happens when you have more confidence? This means you will be able to accomplish more goals, and you will be less stressed out because no matter happens, you can handle that stress. So I can tell, works on multiple levels. Okay, so let's just recap. You know what you need to do. You identify that. You start doing it first. You ask for help. And it could be some goal that is just for today. Or it could be a goal that you have to do it every single day, little by little, until you will accomplish this big, humongous goal. It can work either way. But not forgetting yourself in that whole equation, like I said before, always take a break, mental break, especially if you're working mentally on your goals. If you're working physically on your goals, then you need to take care of your body and the rest. Hydrate, nutrition, and all of this. I know, this is like, oh, come on, we know how to be humans, but are we? How much time do you really spending to take care of your mind and your body? You need to spend time on yourself as well. So I will recommend you need to put yourself on the schedule as well. You need to put yourself in that to-do list, that one that is like you have to do it today for sure. You need to be on that list as well. Can find yourself 10, 15 minutes. You should. I get it all the time. People come to me and they complain they cannot find time to do all of those things that I tell them to do. Great. So here's what's happening. I am already created. It's already created the whole month. I'm talking about time management and how to allocate time, how to find your habits that work, don't work. You go, and what I'm talking about, my online membership. If you go right now and sign up for membership and you use a coupon called half off, you can get that membership for 50% off. No brainer. And a lot of things in there. Every month I talk specific item that we'll be tackling with videos and all the worksheets. I have a lot of bonus materials, my calm process in detail with videos and worksheets. I also have plenty of interviews by amazing, successful people. They'll talk about their stress management. All of this is there. And of course, if you need one-on-one help with me, go to my website, Be Amazing You, and book a session. More than that, if you are a business owner and you're thinking, you know what, I want my team to start strong New Year's, and I want us to be successful and productive and less stressed out and burnout, because as you know, the employee turnout is very expensive. You're welcome to hire me as a speaker. I can do in location, or I can do even online and have a half an hour presentation, an hour presentation, Q&A, and whatever suits you. So you tell me how I can support you. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed it yet, please do so. And send this video for maybe a friend or someone who actually need to hear somebody else telling them what they need to do. Instead of you, send them this video and send them my way because I have more to come.